Hi, YouTube fam. Welcome to January 13th, 2025, where I'm officially giving you my 1 month update on my Ozempic journey. So, for you that are new here, welcome. My name is Crystal. I was prescribed Ozempic December 13th, 2024, strictly for weight loss. I'm not a diabetic or pre diabetic, nothing of that nature. Um, that I had my thyroid removed in January 2024, and I also have PCOS. So weight loss has been a struggle. I've also been a binge eater my entire life, and that's been a major hurdle. I have tried so many different things in my life, diets and diet fads and pills and MLM companies and exercise and eating right. What I find is that and especially you would probably relate if you're a binge eater, when you hyper focus on being healthy, shit just goes sideways. And then you fail because you go from like not caring to overthinking it, and then it's not sustainable. And that's kind of what I do when I yo-yo diet a lot. So yeah, I was put on Ozempic. I started at 261. I woke up this morning at 247. So I've officially lost 14 pounds in month one. The medication that I was prescribed is a 3 milligram pen. I was to start 0.25 for 4 weeks, zero point 0.5 for 4 weeks, and then going up to 1 milligram from there on out. I read a lot on my Facebook support groups for Ozempic and Semaglutide, whether it be Wegovy or um, the other medications you can take. I can't eat Mounjaro. Um, and they say that um, if you're losing weight, there's no reason to up your dose. And I was kind of in a limbo because on Saturday would have been my day to increase my dose to zero point 0.5. And I debated all day long if I wanted to do this. A huge part of me was scared of the side effects of going up to zero point 0.5. I was on Saxenda about 4 years ago during the pandemic, and I lost a significant amount of weight on Saxenda, but I was extremely ill. I threw up all day, every day. Um, I felt like garbage. And I tried Ozempic months down the road, and I only took one dose, and I had the same side effect. So starting Ozempic for me, I was full prepared that this was going to be a nightmare and that I was going to be extremely ill and extremely sick and life was going to be hell. I decided that I was going to inject in my thigh rather than my stomach because every time I did Saxenda and the first time I tried Ozempic, I always injected my stomach. And I've seen some conflicting things with people saying, well, I feel better and less side effects if I do it in my arm, or I feel less side effects if I do it in my thigh. And so the arm to me was kind of like, it didn't resonate with me, but I decided that I was going to try the thigh. And the first 2 weeks, I think, when I first started, I had two really terrible days where I ended up getting sick, but I believe that was from constipation. I've throughout this whole journey on Ozempic for this last month, that is still the top side effect and really only side effect that I'm struggling with right now, um, is the constipation. And I find that after days, sometimes a week, my stomach just feels so bleh, and it feels I get there I can't even put into words of what it feels like, but it just does not feel good. And there feels like there's a lot of pressure in my diaphragm, and that's what makes me end up getting sick. And then after I get sick, I tend to feel a little bit better. Um, the reason why I battled the going up to 0.25 was, yes, the side effect, I was scared of it, but also I really just want to stay at 0.25 because I've been successfully losing weight. So why would I up my dose? Um, but I put it into perspective. My pharmacist told me that once the medication is open, it has a shelf life of 2 months. So I did the math on that. If I were to stay on 0.25, that pen is going to be good for 3 months. So that's a month over the shelf life. If I do what I'm supposed to do, which is 4 weeks of 0.25 and then go up to zero point 0.5, that pen is good for 6 weeks. So within that time frame, I really didn't want to have to waste um a month's worth of medication considering where I live, it's $250 for a pen and I really didn't want to waste any medication. So I bit the bullet, and on Saturday evening, I ended up taking a zero point 0.5 dose. Yesterday, I woke up, was feeling fine. Um, I made myself some lunch of some about a fourth a cup of cottage cheese, a couple of cherry tomatoes, a pepperoni stick, and a couple slices of cheese, and I could barely even eat a third of my plate. Then for dinner, I made a chicken type of pasta with spinach and sun-dried tomatoes, and I had one bite and I went, "No. Like this doesn't feel good to me. It doesn't feel right to me, and I feel like if I were to eat this, I'd get sick." So I didn't end up eating it. So I definitely could feel the side effects. Now, the reason why not only did I choose to do the 0.5 was because I didn't want to waste the pan. But I also was kind of noticing with 0.25, even though I was successfully losing weight and I feel like my portion sizes dramatically changed. Okay, I'll help you in a second, okay? Give me 1 minute. Um, the other reason is that I did have a little bit, I wouldn't say food noise. Come here. You want to come sit up? Yep, mommy will get it for you. Um, you want this? Yeah. It wasn't so much food noise, but I would be able to go into the pantry if I was hungry and be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna have a fruit snack. Um, and eat that. And I kind of just wanted that food noise or like control of sweets just heightened up just a little bit more. And so that's another reason why I decided to do 0.5. I'm feeling like 0.5 is probably going to be a sweet spot for me because it's Monday now today, and I'm still kind of feeling like a little eh. And I know over time that I'm going to adjust to that one as well. But yeah, so far things are going really well. And exciting news. I wanted to join a gym. Okay, I know you don't like it. I know. What do you want? You want this. Um, so I really want to join a gym, and where I live, it our only female gym closed down. And this was devastating to me because I am so self-conscious of my body that I have never gone to a co-ed gym. The way that I envision a co-ed gym is like a bunch of men that are all built and women that are thin and wearing, these cute little outfits at the gym. And I'm not that. And I also am not comfortable with workouts. I know how to go on a treadmill and I know how to use a bike, but when it comes to other things, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I wrote on a Facebook group that I'm on and I looked into all the gyms where I'm from, and I thought I found a gym and I was gonna go sign up. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, but I have like a whole unused living area downstairs. So my house has an upstairs and a downstairs. The downstairs has a whole kitchen and a living room down here. That's where I'm sitting. And the only reason that I use this room is for my practicum or if I'm doing some sort of schoolwork where or my classes, like my school classes, but really that's the only reason this room is being used. So I decided that I was going to turn downstairs into a home gym. And so I got myself a treadmill. I know my camera is a little blurry and I should probably fix that. But I got myself a treadmill and I got myself some resistant bands and a jump rope. And the coolest thing that I got is I purchased a Lululemon Studio Mirror. Now, if you've never heard of the Lululemon Studio Mirror, unfortunately, they do not make them anymore. They discontinued making them at the end of 2024 as they paired up with Peloton. Um, but you can still buy the mirror like secondhand and it's still supported. All the classes are still on there. And I kind of just wanted to show you how amazing this feature mirror is. Um, and I apologize if you see a mess in the background because I'm not completely done cleaning, tidying, organizing down here. There's still so much more that I need. I don't know, son. So much more I need to do still. I would like to purchase a bike. But anyways, this mirror basically has over 10,000 different workouts with personal trainers. So you can put in your fitness level. So for me, I'm a beginner. It's got cardio, it's got dance cardio, meditation, strength, um, yoga, Pilates. It's got so much different things on there. And then you would click like, okay, well, I want to do some yoga. So you would click the yoga and then you would put in like what equipment you want to use and your level. And then it comes up with all the different website or workouts. And then you click it and it pops up on your screen. So I'm going to see if I can turn my portrait mode off. Okay. So right here, it looks like a mirror. So this right here is my fitness mirror. It looks like a mirror. It's hung on the wall. And I'm just going to see if I can go to the app here and just kind of show you what it looks like when it turns on. So you can see now it's coming up that I am going to do a workout. I'm just going to go to cardio. I'm just going to grab the first one that pops up and I'm going to go start.
What's up, team? It's Rebecca Kennedy here, and you're joining
So
me.
it would have, it's hard to see.
Okay? We keep it nice and easy on the joints, but we have a really good tuck in our heart rate up. We find that aerobic zones up too.
So it's got my heart rate on there. It's got all the people that are also doing the the class with you. You gain points with it. You can up the level of your volume of your instructor, or you can up the volume of the music. You can also incorporate your own music if you have Apple Music, which is really cool, or it just has music that's already on there. That's built in because all the workouts really, especially I've been doing a lot of step classes and like they go to the beat of the song. So if the part of the song's a little bit slower before it hits into the beat, she's showing what you're going to be doing and you're slowly doing it. And then as soon as the beat drops, you step up your momentum. I have yet to be able to finish a 15-minute step cardio session. It is hard. Um, I go to beginner every single time and I'm dead after like 8 minutes. I'm like, holy crap. But this is where I can see the amount of growth I can have with it still. And just like every day, I have like this vision of 5 days out of the week, 30 to 45 minutes. It's so much more than what I'm currently doing, anyways. And I mean, it's 1:41 right now, and I already have 49 minutes of my exercise done today, um, which is phenomenal because that never happens. So, um, yeah, not only am I doing Ozempic, Ozempic is not a magic drug. For me, it's magic in the sense that it has took that food noise away. I'm no longer living for food. I like food is just like a necessity that I need in my day. But before it's like coffee is what got me out of bed. I've completely switched. I'm like, okay, I wake up and I have a cup of tea like 30 minutes after I get up. I was obsessed with coffee. That's completely changed. Um And it was like within, an hour, I'm like, okay, well, what's the first thing I'm going to eat today? Like that is gone. I go pretty much the majority of the day. And then around 3, I'm like, okay, I guess I better start thinking about dinner time. So Ozempic is magic in that sense for me. And it doesn't happen for everybody, but it's definitely worked for me. And the fact that I'm not throwing up and I'm not overly nauseous is just making me feel full when I'm actually full. Um, is mind blowing. And for me, this is something that's going to be sustainable. And do I see that 70 pounds actually coming off and staying off? Yes. So, I have gone up to point 0.5. I think I'm going to stay on point 0.5 for as long as I can. I don't see any reason to move up to 1 anytime soon, considering I've lost 14 pounds in the first month on 0.25. And I could have stayed on it, but there was 2 reasons why I decided to, okay, maybe I'll just branch off and just try point 0.5 because I can always go back if I need to. Um, so yeah, that is update number 1 month, and I am extremely excited. And another thing that was like really awesome is I was sitting with a client, and my practicum is done online, and she told me, she goes, "Are you losing weight? Your face looks skinnier." And at this point I never even said anything to her. So um that was a really good thing to hear. um, I hope I don't get an Ozempic face. If you have any tips or tricks for not getting that, that'd be great. Um, and yeah, I also, or maybe I'll make another video on that. It was more about workout sort of stuff. But yeah, I think this video is long enough. We're at 17 minutes. I got to get ready for clients, but I just really wanted to give you guys an update of how things are going. Um, and yeah, we'll see you guys in February. I probably am not going to post unless something significantly happens. But I'm probably not going to post until February for month 2. But you guys all take care. Please feel free to leave me a comment if you would like, any questions you have. I'm sure there's a lot of things I never covered. Um, but I always ramble in my videos and then they go off topic, and um just wanted to stick to the point. But yeah, overall, everything's well, and I will see you guys in February for the month 2 update. Bye for now.